Wow, snow flying. I like being creative with a chainsaw and with big pieces of wood. For me, they're therapy.
Hi-oh, Silver! Away!
Ron and Nancy love to entertain.
Cocktail, please.
They've given up their city life to move out to the mountains.
The size of this thing.
Wow. It looks like a house.
He wants the archway bigger, doorways bigger. Everything just gets bigger.
Is that good looking or what?
Wow.
In the mountains of northern Montana lives a family of master craftsmen. L.V. Miller and his wife Rebecca have 6 children, but this Amish family don't ride horse and buggy. They use cell phones
I gotta grab my technology.
and power tools.
Timber! Oops.
L.V. heads up one of the biggest cabin businesses in Montana.
Hold it, hold it, hold it.
His team handcraft one-of-a-kind log homes, ship them to families across the country, and fit out their interiors, turning dreams into reality. It's summer, and in Montana, LV and Abby's team is working flat out, building and fitting out new log homes across America.
We just received a call from a couple from California who bought land not too far from our yard here in Montana. They're looking for a huge log home, so I'm excited about this one.
Oh, fairway like always.
I'm Nancy Hull, and this is my husband, Ron. So what'd you have on that hole?
6.
6? Ron and I have been married 20 years. Good shot, Ron.
It's in the trees. What do you mean, good shot?
I've been living in California for almost 30 years.
I love this game.
We've had enough of the rat race, and we wanted to find somewhere where we could get away from the hustle and bustle and enjoy the seasons.
Yeah, 19th hole coming up. In my life, one of my biggest dreams was to have a log home. When you got logs, it's like you're really outside enjoying the environment. And I think Montana is definitely the place to be. In this cabin, what I'm looking for is a large garage and a nice porch that wraps around the whole log home.
Fireplace that goes between the bedroom and the great room, and also a large entertaining space with great views of the mountains. We are hoping that we can get the logs set and move in before the snow flies.
That would be nice.
LV and his team build the log structures for clients like Ron and Nancy. And then designer Abby adds the finishing touches.
Abby's always coming up with new ideas. Some of them are kind of crazy, but she's a great designer. Welcome to Montana.
I appreciate it.
So what can you tell us about your land, your building site?
We've got 8 or 9 acres, pretty level land right here that overlooks the creeks, and we've got a great view of the Cabinet Mountains looking west.
And with the location we have, we should capture a lot of sun in the evenings all the time, so it'll be nice.
My vision is to have enough room for family and friends to come and visit.
I'll be up for dinner. So we've drawn up some initial plans that might be a start for you guys.
Ron and Nancy's massive Montana property will be the perfect spot for this luxurious log home. At over 4,000 square feet, it'll give them all the space they need to entertain family and friends. The main entrance will lead into a wide open great room, which will be the heart of the socializing space. The master bed will have a large door leading out onto the porch deck and a spacious walk-in closet and master bath. Rustic log stairs will lead up to 2 guest rooms that share stunning views of the nearby mountains. An archway cut into the wall will make the kitchen feel open and part of the main living space. And a mudroom will lead into a huge garage with room for 3 cars. A wraparound porch will provide plenty of outdoor space to enjoy the Montana scenery. But getting this all done before the winter sets in is going to stretch LV and Abby to the limits.
We'll have to get started right away on this huge home for Ron and Nancy if we're going to have it done before winter sets in. It's going to be tough.
In Montana, LV and his team are starting work on a massive 4,000 square foot log mansion.
Look at the size of this thing. Look at how this thing's stretched out. If you look at the house and the garage all the way where it's got to be over 100 feet. This thing's big. Big logs, big rooms, big garage. So it's going to take a while.
That's going to be a gorgeous house once it's done.
You think you can handle it?
Well, we'll give it a try.
They want to get in here before winter.
Okay, well, let's get on it then. This is going to be part of Ron and Nancy's garage here.
First log in the house. To keep track of every log, we have to mark each one. First course, first row is 1, then the first log in that row is A, the next row is 2A, 2B, 2C. You ready to start notching?
All righty.
We like to get all the cutting, notching, and fitting done here so that on-site goes together very easily and everything fits. It's over 4,000 square feet, so it'll take about 400 logs to build Ron and Nancy's dream home, which is a lot of logs.
LV's team cut and peel each log at their sawmill. They pre-assemble the walls and roof to check the pieces fit, then number each log and ship them to site. While LV and Cornel pre-assemble the logs, Ron and Nancy decide where to position their new home on their lot.
Hey Ron, could you bring that orange tape so we can put it around the posts? We bought 20 acres and we've got about 8 acres up top here that are flat and buildable. And then we've got about 12 acres down below with 2 streams.
This was all trees, as you see around us here, and then we cleared it all out. So this is the bedroom.
Bathroom.
Oh, this is the bathroom?
Yeah. Is it square?
What are we calling this?
This is the front door.
Give me a steak. Give me a steak. Hang on. What do you think this kitchen's gonna be?
I think it'll be about right in here.
How long is that?
That's 30 feet. Trying to decide, is this big enough or does it need to go bigger? I'm envisioning that this is the big great room, center of the great room. And
Why
then,
does it look so small from stake to stake?
well, it's gonna change once they start digging maybe? All we need now is our log cabin.
It takes 6 weeks for LV and his crew to prepare the logs for Ron and Nancy's huge home.
This morning, Joe is arriving to get the logs picked up to take over to Ron and Nancy's. There's multiple loads because it's a big house. It's going to be a busy day, but I think Joe can pull this off. He's a go-getter.
Try to put all the big stuff on the bottom so that way the heavier stuff's there and it doesn't get on top and wiggle. I'm under big time pressure. I'm raring to go here. But at the same time, you gotta slow down, make sure you're doing it right. You got the logs that stick out of the ends of the package. They gotta fit in with other packages to make sure they're nice and tight. So when I throw my straps, they're when you hear stuff like that, it's good to turn around. Now for the fun part, throwing a few straps, making sure everything gets tied down. Your arms stay in shape, but your belly don't. Well, the first load's all loaded up. We're tied down, raring to go. You gotta make up a little bit of time, come back and get the next load, so let's get going.
Ron and Nancy's lot is only a few miles away from Elvy's yard in northwest Montana. But with such a big house, Joe will need to make multiple trips. He needs to deliver all the logs today, so it'll be a race against time to get everything to site by sundown.
We really gotta hustle now.
With the logs on the way, Ron and Nancy head to designer Abby's store in Bozeman.
Well, we're here to see Abby about some design ideas for our new place, and we're pretty excited to see what she's come up with.
Swivels are awesome because you can watch TV, and then if you spin them around, then it could be like you're looking at the view.
My interior decorating includes rustic and comfortability.
Comfortability?
That's not a word?
No.
Could be.
Then when you're relaxing watching TV, you can maybe get a little ottoman.
This is made out of a beaver pelt.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah,
look at that. That could work. Cocktail, please.
Abby has drawn up some plans for the inside of Ron and Nancy's log home.
You said that you have a lot of family friends that will come and visit them?
Yeah, we're hoping so.
Build it and they will come,
Yes, exactly.
Abby wants to maximize Ron and Nancy's social spaces. The wraparound decks will be the perfect place to entertain in the summer months. And inside, the great room will be the heart of their home. Abby will create a central seating area with a sectional and club chairs where Ron and Nancy can enjoy the mountain views and stay cozy by the fire. The double-sided fireplace will provide warmth and create a focal point for both the great room and the master bed. A bench will sit at the end of a king bed with 2 nightstands on either side. Back in the great room, a rustic bar will be the icing on the cake for every social occasion.
Ooh.
I love that.
It's great meeting with Abby and looking at some of her design ideas. She understands what we're looking for, and I'm excited to see what they come up with.
I have a treat for you. I was thinking this would be great right in your living room.
Hey, let me try this out. Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember being this rough when I was a young kid doing this. Hi-oh, silver! Away!
Back at Ron and Nancy's lot, Joe is arriving with the first load of logs.
It's a bit tricky to get into Ron and Nancy's site, so Joe's going to have to be careful taking the truck in there with all the logs in it.
Well, there's a hump already I see, so that should be interesting. We're gonna probably drag the belly of the trailer on this hump. And there we're dragging right there. And if you don't hit it just right, you're gonna get stuck there and have to get pushed out, pulled out.
Joe can handle this challenge because he's a bit of a maverick wild man. But that's why we like him. He never says no. He gets all the logs into tough sites every time.
But we are here. So what were you thinking on where you wanted this? You want me to pull forward or you want me to back up?
I think if you backed up just a little bit,
Yeah.
it'll be just fine.
Now we'll see how fast we can get unloaded so we can get back and get reloaded. Kind of in a rush here, so hopefully they're on their game.
In Montana, Trucker Joe is delivering the logs for Ron and Nancy's dream home.
Got the first load off. Now we gotta hurry up, get back, get loaded, ready to go, so we can get back here again and get the other one off.
Back at his yard, Elvy and his son Jalen are preparing a surprise for Elvy's wife Rebecca before they start work on Ron and Nancy's cabin.
Today is Rebecca's birthday, and Jalen and I are going to build her a log pergola. Whew, these are heavy. It's a lot of work. I think Rebecca's on an adventure being married to me. It's a 2-person barn raising, like being married to a hurricane. Right there, Jalen. Nail it. We gotta rush here because he's gonna be suspicious. This is the moment of truth to see if it freestands on its own. She's always wanted something out in the yard so we can have more family barbecues. So I can't wait to see her reaction. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Wow. After 21 years, Elvie still has the ability to surprise me. You want a piece?
Here, Jen.
I think it's really romantic, actually. I like it.
Only a few miles away, Joe is delivering the final load of logs to Ron and Nancy's property.
Thanks for delivering the logs today.
Oh, I'm telling you, beautiful sight, beautiful sight.
This is definitely a high note in this project. It's moving along really good now.
Now we can look forward to seeing the rest of the house come up.
This is the final log coming off right now, so everything's good. Made our deadline, all loads are here. And it's gonna go up fast.
This is getting exciting.
Okay, bring it down. Today it's a big day. The crane's gonna show up to start setting logs. We have Benjamin as a foreman on this project.
Yeah, we're looking good.
His brother Cornel, Marcus, his other brother. We have Will and Alex,
Easy.
Andrew. They work together real well.
That way, right there.
When building a house of this size, there's a lot of logs. So there's some challenges to make everything fit right. Getting that first course down correctly is a little nerve-wracking.
First logs are very, very important to get them on just right, but there's actually no way to figure out that they're exactly in the right place until we got the whole perimeter on. Why is the foundation line on the wrong side? Oh, that is something major wrong. That's ridiculous. Yeah, we got a problem.
It's day one on Ron and Nancy's log home build in Montana, and Elvie's crew have run into a problem.
So let's see what he's got. We come to this part and the log is too long, which is pushing this log out into the garage. In other words, we're out about 6 inches. They went 74 on the inside.
This is a bit unusual. There were some measurements done wrong at the pad.
16 foot, 4 inches.
It's like a puzzle, but we're gonna figure this out.
The only solution that I can think of is to cut each log. Okay, so let's do it, huh?
The way we'll remedy this problem is take a chainsaw and literally notch those angled cuts of the end of the log back several inches. Okay, you got it. Yeah, you're done. You're good.
Yeah, that's good. That's all good. We're good. I hit the panic button just a little bit. But we've got it under control. They're putting in the last log right now on the first row. And I think we're gonna end up redeeming the day. We're on a roll.
With construction underway, Abby visits a local craftsman in Bozeman to design a bar for Ron and Nancy's great room.
Today we're here down at Rusty Nail Design to meet with Jason. I have some ideas of what I want to do at this bar, but I'm really excited to see what Jason can bring to the table. We have a pretty big log cabin house.
So are you thinking like throwing some metal in it or anything like that? I mean, are you open to that?
Yeah, like what do you think could be the focal point? What do you got?
Well, I think it would be kind of cool to throw in kind of a distressed old truck hood.
Yeah.
Like an old GMC or an old Chevy, because it's kind of got that bulbous roll to the hood. Like a lot of repurposing, one of our favorite things to do is use material not for its intended use. So this is what I'm thinking. I've got this hood over here. You know, black goes with about anything.
Tell me about the patina here. Are we gonna keep it pretty raw? Are you gonna put a...
I think we should do a clear coat. When I wipe it with a wet rag, it'll look what it's gonna look like when we do a clear coat on there. And so it'll really darken that up.
Oh, that's so pretty. Are you gonna leave the GMC on there though?
You know, I've been flirting with the idea of kind of hiding them somewhere on the bar.
Cool.
You know.
You're a tease.
You know, I can't tell you everything. It's got to be kind of a surprise, right?
I think Ron's a bit of a motorhead, and it'll be fun to sneak a truck part into his living room.
I like working with bits of old cars. The antique cars were such pieces of art, and it's so cool to bring them to life again in an unexpected way. I'm definitely artist first, craftsman second. I definitely have the finished idea inspired in my head off that one single element, and I'll work out the details on how I get there through the process. Basically, that granite will set right against this. I think it's going to be killer.
They're going to love it. Ron and Nancy love to entertain. Big cabin and big personalities equal a big bar, and I think Jason's the one to do it.
It's going to be kick-ass.
Okay.
Back at Ron and Nancy's lot, brothers Cornel and Benjamin are drilling the electrical outlets.
Cornel, you got another measurement for me? 9.6. Is that outside or inside? When us brothers get together, there's always a lot of competition.
We got an outlet there. We got an outlet.
I'm actually going to put the outlet over here. It's going on all day long. The only reason Cornel's drilling better than I am is because he quickly snagged the better bit. So I get stuck with the bad bit trying to get it going.
Benjamin is my younger brother. I used to be the boss. Now he's the boss. I got to come back and work under him. How many brothers in this world would do that, you know?
And after the first row, we just set row after row, and it goes real smoothly. Now, the logs have to match from seam to seam. When you just pop them in, they just fit in there like a glove, and it's just and it's just awesome. It's always exciting once we get the logs set, the main walls, when Ron and Nancy get here and see the progress that we've made. And hopefully it'll be a real moment for them.
The size of this thing.
It looks like a house. Yeah, they're really moving along. I'm so impressed with how fast the logs are going up and the size of the place. Woo! Wow, this is the kitchen.
I'm lost for words. That's not like me neither, so.
And then this is the master. Okay, this is great.
So this is the bathroom over here?
Mm-hmm. It's so fun to be able to figure out, you know, what we're gonna put where, and you can see it coming together now, so that's really exciting.
Hopefully it will be done before winter. I don't want to be left out in the cold.
It's day 3 of the build, and as LV's crew assembles Ron and Nancy's giant garage, a haze descends on the job site.
As you look around, it kind of looks like fog, but it's actually smoke. This time of year, we often have forest fires. And this year has been one of the worst years, and it can affect you mentally and your lungs, and it slows you down. It's not so great. Right now, we're in the process of putting the garage gables up. We want to put in a few purlins.
These are the serious ones, the big ones. You gotta make sure they're properly hooked.
Okay, coming at you. Yeah, as the house gets higher, and you got to be more safety conscious.
We gotta get these harnesses on. See, the danger is you could slip off of a log or something. You're way up high, and we just need to be prepared.
I'm ready. Rock on, cowboys. This one is the one I'm really hoping is going to fit. We're just crossing my fingers and all my toes. Can we go towards Corneal a little? That's good. Drop it. Slowly. It's too smoky. I can't see anything either. Hold it, hold it. No, I've got it, I got it. Okay, a little high, a little up. Just feather it up. Okay, someone get on a ladder and hit that with a hammer. Keep going. There it is. Okay, that's good. That's all I'd put on it. But once you start getting some gables on and making it look like a house, it's a good feeling.
Now the gables are up and it's time to hoist the huge log purlins in place. And somebody has to be up there to guide them in. It looks like Andrew drew the short straw.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of heights. I sort of get a tingly feeling in my hands. My legs start to shake a little bit.
Okay.
I'll go up there. I'm not having fun like these other guys. Something just kind of comes over me though with the heights.
We have to use caution when moving the large logs so no one gets hurt. They weigh over 1,000 pounds.
It went well. Everything just dropped right in, so we're doing good.
Oh, is this cool or what?
Wow. Oh, this is gonna be a great view. It's pretty smoky. I hope it doesn't slow down progress on the house.
Nah, these guys will work through anything. They're like the U.S. Postal Service.
I hope so.
Yeah, you hear it? There's thunder everywhere. Set that log, guys, yet, and then we're gonna shut it down for a minute. I've seen lightning around here. That crane is a big old lightning rod.
Can't have the crane up when there's lightning.
If you're close enough to hear it or see it, you could get hit.
The heavens have opened and put our construction to a stop.
With the rain and the lightning, it's just not safe to run a crane. Plus it makes the logs slippery, so we have about no choice but to shut it down.
These thunderstorms have slowed us down. We can't afford any more delays if we're going to get this house built before winter. The weather has held us up, but now the sun is out and we're back on site. The guys are working hard to get the roof finished. One of the more challenging features of Ron and Nancy's house is the interior log work where all the angled logs come together. The tongue and groove is being installed, and then comes the rafters and the foam insulation. And Ron and Nancy's double-sided fireplace is being delivered.
Is this a 3-foot door?
Ron and Nancy are on site a lot. Ron, he's a little wild, but we like him.
What do you think? We might want to see if we can get the door frames widened. It might be a little bit too narrow.
Yeah, every day Ron and Nancy show up, and Ron, he first thing he does is walk around the house, check everything out, and put a little pressure on me, makes me all nervous.
Oh, wow, they got the fireplace in.
Is that good looking or what?
Wow.
That's beautiful. Whoa, that's a nice fireplace.
That's massive. Wow, Ron, I think you'd fit it right in there.
Let me give it a shot here. Oh yeah, we're fitting snug in there.
Well, you fit inside there, but I don't know if this is gonna fit in the wall.
It's a little larger than the one that we told the guys we were gonna install.
But Ron, this hole's way too small.
All right.
He wants the archway bigger, doorways bigger, fireplace bigger, everything just gets bigger.
A sociable, open-plan living space has always been at the heart of Ron and Nancy's vision for their home. So they want to widen both the exterior and the interior doorways. The fireplace is the focal point of the great room. So Ron has upgraded to a bigger wood burner to create a spectacular centerpiece for their dream home.
Go big or go home, right?
In Libby, Montana, Ron and Nancy have asked Elvie for some last-minute upgrades to their dream home.
I hope we can make it work.
We can make it work.
No, the next thing I hear is that thing fired up and he's over there cutting the logs away. When he's got that chainsaw in his hand, you can just see how much he likes to do that stuff. What more can you ask for? Nice guy.
It's always a nice moment when the glass doors and windows start going in because it starts looking like a real log home.
Matt, you gotta keep the bottom pushed in, buddy. There you go. Now keep the bottom from spinning out while Elvie pushes it in really quick.
It's all you, Elvie.
All me, huh?
All you.
Sweet. You like it, Rena? Jana? Victoria? Today, my 3 youngest daughters are coming on site, and I hope they're impressed with Ron and Nancy's house. There you go, hon. All right, look at that. Now, isn't this nice? The porch goes all the way around the house, all the way around. So check this out. Look at this red wood, blue wood, white wood, orange wood, all colors of wood. The girls have grown up around chainsaws and power tools, so they're used to the noise and sawdust. It's big, isn't it? Look at the mountains.
I love that view. I really like the doors there.
They're beautiful doors. When I grow up, I'd like to have a house like this. I like the fact that my girls can see what their dad does. Who knows, they might grow up to be log home builders. With the doors and windows installed and the roof on, it's time for Abby to come work on the interior.
I've just arrived here in Libby, Montana. The cabin is definitely big, and that's what Ron wanted. I know Elvie's team has worked really hard on all the interior and exterior finishes. Can't wait to get in there.
1, 2, 3, go.
The bar that Abby had made is heavy. It took 4 of us to move it in. Oh, yeah. I wonder how Ron's gonna like it.
I think he's gonna love it. So do you see the leather? That's buckskin.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
I'm gathering this is your footrest, right?
Yep. Ron's gonna be able to belly up right to that bar.
I think it was worth the effort. He likes things big.
Some of the challenges we're dealing with is Ron and Nancy really want to capture their views, but they also want to live in their space. I have some eclectic pieces, some vintage pieces, some modern pieces. So we're gonna see if we can pull this one off for him.
So Abby, what's up with this cheesy deer?
What?
Weird. You wouldn't catch it on my wall, but Ron might like it, huh?
You know, a lot of people don't like to catch deers, so this is kind of, Elvie, this is what we call an eco-friendly mount. These are made out of old blankets, like Navajo blankets.
Oh, that's cool.
And then what?
Indian blanket. I see
Yeah,
that.
and then, but you would not just find this out in the wilderness.
No, you wouldn't.
So, do you want one for your living room?
It's not really my style, but I can see people liking the blanket thing with the deer.
This deck is huge, and so I've asked Elvie to bring over some lumber and see what we can come up with to try to fill up the space. Wow, what'd you come up with here?
So here I found a big slab in the yard that I thought would make that bench.
It's amazing.
It's huge. We have to cut this back off.
When Elvie gets a chainsaw in his hand, you never know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna take a step back and watch the magic happen.
I like being creative with a chainsaw and with big pieces of wood. For me, they're therapy. Yeah, snow flying.
out of control. That looks so good.
What a view, guys. I think Ron's gonna like this bench. Not bad, huh?
It's not going anywhere. We just finished installing. I can't wait for Ron and Nancy to get here. I think Nancy's just gonna really appreciate and love what we've done for her today. Ron will be happy as soon as he sees the bar.
I'm very happy with the way the house turned out. It's beautiful. It's amazing how Abby transforms a space. I can't wait for Ron and Nancy to arrive so we can show them their home.
I'm anxiously waiting to see what Abby's done in the cabin. It's gonna be fun. Oh, there it is.
Honey, we're home. Oh, that snow on the roof is awesome. Oh, allow me, Miss Daisy.
I love the color of the logs that we picked.
Oh, the staining job is excellent. I think it's put together quite well.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what Abby's done on the inside.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to your house.
Nice to see y'all again.
You too. You ready for this?
So come on inside.
Come on in.
Wow, look at this. Oh, Abby, this looks great.
Great.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Feels really homey, and I love what you've done with the place.
Good. Well, I'm excited for you guys to start living here.
I love the horns. That's a buffalo, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Check out those books on the table.
Yeah. A little light reading.
I don't think I'm gonna have time to read those, Elfie.
This is a swivel chair that we talked about.
I do like it.
How do you like your view? Snow everywhere, snow on the trees, mountains poking out of the clouds.
Ron really seemed to like the swivel chair that we put in. I think it's great because you can look at the TV, look at the fireplace, and turn around and look at the view. So Ron, I think we need to look at the most important feature for you. What do you think?
Wow, this is so neat.
This is off the edge here, let me tell you.
So what we did is we found an old GMC truck hood with the natural patina on it.
Isn't that rust
like
neat?
you.
Oh yeah,
Oh, better things,
old, yeah.
And we thought it would be perfect for you.
No, I like it. So Elvie, how about a cocktail?
I don't know how to make them, never made one.
Well, this is a good time to learn.
It's gonna be self-serve for you.
Here, guys, let's check out your master.
Wow, this is beautiful, Abby.
Thanks.
It fits in here perfectly.
Yeah, you know what? It's not a large room, but it fits a king size nicely.
Well, that's what I was kind of worried about. I think it all comes together quite well, Abby. Fine job.
We're gonna go look at something for Nancy.
Oh, wow, Abby, this looks great.
Is that fun?
Yeah.
This is what we call a dormer. The shed dormer gives you more space. It widens it out, lifts it up, and so you have this great view, big window, and a good sized space to work in.
Oh, look at that view. The mountains peeking out. It's gorgeous.
Are you going to get any work done? Sitting here, looking at the view here?
Oh, I love it. I love the desk space that Abby did upstairs, you know, in front of that window with a great view and lots of light. It came out really nice.
Let's go check out the garage.
All right, Elvie.
What do you think, Ron?
I think I like this, Elvie. I know I like this.
It's big and roomy. So in this garage, we gave you the real log gables, which is the end of the house up there, the beams or purlins to carry the roof, and the ceiling boards, just like a house. It's the real deal. Is this big enough for all your toys?
It's big enough for the toys I have now, but we will be getting more toys, so we might have to do some expanding. At this time, nice garage. Very nice.
That was the key on your list, was the big garage, and
I
you
got
got
that.
a big garage.
I got that, and you got everything else, so it's all good to go.
Hey guys, we have a surprise for you.
Surprise? I love surprises.
Elvie and I came up with this idea for a bench, and this is actually made out of a tree that was in his yard. Took 5 guys to move this one in, so I hope you like it.
This is nice. Very nice, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Elvie.
Well, this is going to be a real nice space to like your barbecue, sit down, shade for summertime.
Check out that view. This is why we all live in Montana, right?
It's something else.
Yeah.
The wraparound porch, the deck, is really an amazing feature. Partly covered, partly open, facing the mountains, and it ties all the ends of the house together, and they're both just tickled.
So do you think you're gonna be happy here?
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
How could you not?
Yep.
He's been dreaming of this for a long time.
I do have one problem, Melvin. Put some kind of heating coils in here, please. It's a little cool.
This is our dream home, and it's happening, which is very exciting.
Look at this snow. Is this beautiful or what? It's nice. It is nice. We'll be spending some time in that bar. I'll be behind there mixing cocktails up for everybody. All right, hun, you ready for a Montana Manhattan? I don't know how good I am about it, but you know, after a few, they all taste the same. Of course, we drink beer, so it doesn't matter. Orange, it's easy to open up a beer.
Winter has come, but at least Ron and Nancy now have a cozy place to call home.
Let's go out on the deck.
Right behind you.
Oh, look, it's snowing.
Oh, is that beautiful?
Cheers, hon.